just said keep per above or something like that. Another keep. Apogee's influence in the computer games world is enormous. You know, I mean, by that, and I guess like after that he said, particularly considering its size, and Siegler has contributed significantly to it. You know, by that logic, any employee that works for a famous company should have their own article. So if I'm one out of like 5 bajillion people that work for Microsoft, I deserve my article on Wikipedia. Yeah, okay, fuck you. Okay. And he did not contribute significantly to it. He did the voice for Dopefish. You fat bastard. Okay, but the nomination for this article was withdrawn. I don't know why. But this is his rationale. I will confess to know very little about Dopefish. You know, apparently since he burped for Dopefish, that's good enough. He goes on to say, I would guess it's a cold-blooded animal which one can get high? But I will close the AFD. I'll ask Mid about it. In other words, he decided to withdraw the nomination under very dubious circumstances. And this was in December 22nd, 2005. But, later on, and this is when it gets interesting, Joe Siegler's article on Wikipedia was nominated again. This time it was nominated on August 16th, 2006. You know, that was way too much time in between. I would say it should have been deleted. It should have been nominated almost immediately afterwards. And it was nominated by a guy named Kide Ways, which I believe he's an administrator now. At least he is now. Yes, he is. I don't know if he was at the time, but he says, no assertions of notability in the current revision of the article. I looked at previous revisions and I still don't see much notable. So he was a forum moderator of something or other. Not a big deal. I think he pretty much summed it up. Now, what's interesting about this article for deletion nomination was actually Joe Siegler, the fat ass himself, decided to comment on his own articles for deletion nomination. And he posts on Wikipedia under the handle Dopefish. He's so obsessed with that one character that he burped for. And this is what he wrote. I'm a little concerned why I'm back on articles for deletion. I only survived one of these, and I can say that everything in that article was real. Since I'm the actual person that it was about, I can say it's real. As this is happening right after vandalism on my page, it just feels like the whole of Wikipedia is dumping on me because of this. I don't understand this deletion decision at all, honestly. He's such a whiny bitch. Here's what Clyde Wade says. You didn't survive an AFD. It was withdrawn under very curious circumstances. This one will go the whole duration. And then Joe Siegler responds by saying, various curious circumstances. That's that in regard to? That's that in regard to? He actually wrote that. He actually wrote that's that in regards to. Until right now, I always thought I survived. I didn't realize it was withdrawn. And then he also writes, also, isn't the nomination for deletion template used incorrect? There's a specific nomination tag for a second nomination. Shouldn't that have been used instead of what is there now? Okay, let's move on. Okay, now, one of the... Remember when I was talking about how Joe Siegler got a bunch of his lackeys to become moderators on the forum, and one of the guys' name is Termin X? Yeah, he actually posted on this articles for deletion nomination in defense of the fat ass himself. Here's what he wrote. Keep.
Joe Siegler was an important part of this section of gaming history that is Apogee Software. He was a level designer on Rot, also known as Rise of the Triad, and has made a notable contribution to every game they've released since the start of his employment. simply due to the nature of his job.
That's his justification for why the article should be kept. He's such a loser. He was like him. Joe Siegler did not vote. Thankfully, it would have made him look so much worse if he voted to keep. But Terminex and I think 4 other people voted keep, and those 4 people are not regular contributors to Wikipedia. So presumably, I would assume that they are just Joe Siegler lackeys who like to kiss his ass on the 3D Realms forums. Everyone else, and there was a monumental amount of other votes, they all voted for deletion. I'll just read a few. Delete. It's a rare forum mod who's notable enough for an article, and just participating in the design of a notable game does not make you notable. It's a rare forum mod. The guy's rationale doesn't really jive. Delete. It's a rare forum mod who's notable enough for an article. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, he voted delete anyway. But he's saying he's not working for a notable game does not make you notable, and I agree with that. I don't know why he had to write this stuff in the beginning that you're a rare forum mod who's notable enough for an article. Why did you have to write that? No, he's not. Anyway, okay, let's cut to the chase. To make matters worse, after the article was actually deleted, and it was deleted after this point, after it was deleted, Terminex, the squirrely bastard himself, decides to recreate the article. And he was given a warning for that on his discussion page. He was warned by a guy named Mac and said, "Please do not recreate deleted pages with what is basically the same content as was deleted by an AFD. If you disagree with the AFD, please go to Wikipedia Deletion Review. Thanks." And then Terminex said, The page about Joe Siegler was nominated for AFD during a brief 5 to 10 minute period in which the contents of the page had been blanked by another administrator in order to curb vandalism. The article was on blah 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 bitch, why, blah 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 blah. Then Max said, "I still believe that those arguments need to be made at WPDRP and not simply recreate the article, you idiot. Shut up and go away." So that was the infamous Joe Siegler has his own article on Wikipedia fiasco. Don't need to say anything else about that. Okay, in conclusion, why is his involvement with 3D Realms causing Duke Nukem Forever to be delayed? As I said before, he's a fuck-up in his own right. He gets paid money to sit around and create Wikipedia articles. Well, okay, fine, he doesn't. And contribute to Wikipedia articles about himself. He creates IMDb pages about himself, which list his voice acting career where he burps as Dopefish. And that's about all he does. He doesn't do anything else. And when you're paying someone to do nothing, you are interfering with the development process. You could be using the same money to pay useful employees to develop a quality game. And Joe Siegler is one of the many reasons why Duke Nukem Forever is going to suck major ass.